commands on the remote machine. Okay, so I have my two machines. This is my destination machine, and this is my the machine where I'm working. So suppose if I want to execute some commands on this chef machine. Suppose let's take I want to see the content. Are you able to hear, right?
Yes, we can hear it.
Yes. Okay. So if I want to know the version of this machine, then this is the command to check the version of my Linux machine. So it displays. But if you want to execute, if you want to know the if you want to execute the command from this using Ansible and know the details, then you can use Ansible is the command. So right now we are not going into the playbooks. We are just using Ansible. We are making sure that we know the syntax, like how to execute the modules and get your desired data from the remote machine. Okay, so Ansible is the command to give me a minute. Ansible is the command to run the Ansible configuration management tool. So whenever you want to run on the generally, again, how many modules are available in the market, then you can go to the docs.ansible.com, so where you can see two documentations. Ansible is nothing but it's an open source, like whatever right now we are using. So, and the other one is Tower. It's a centralized management where you can run your scripts from the centralized server. Okay, and if you go here, module index. So these are the available modules in the market right now. So whatever the modules does Ansible supports, those are listed here. If you see here, module index, if you click on all modules, it will display all the modules which are available in the market right now. But suppose if your company is working related to cloud, then you can use this cloud modules. So each, like for AWS KMS, it's related to AWS, and again the cloud formation is the module to manage your cloud formation templates in the AWS cloud. In the same way, in CloudTrail, CloudWatch events, these are the other services on the Amazon. So if you see the heading Amazon, and you can see all the modules related to AWS. And if it is Azure, then again you have Azure modules here. So using each module, suppose and it's related to Azure. And if you want to take a snapshot of EC2, then you have to use EC2 snapshot. You can see here EC2 snapshot. Like you can use this module to take the snapshot of your volume. Volume is nothing but your disk of your VM in the Amazon. So now we will see how to use these modules and get the details from the remote machine. So in the first one we'll see the shell module. Shell module is nothing but it's a command console where you can get the details. Instead of now I ran the cat to check the version of my Red Hat. I use the command cat etc Red Hat release. So the same thing, if you want to run from the Ansible, then shell is one of the module where you can use you can get the details. So if you want to know more about this module, you can click on on this module, so it will give you all the details about this module. If you see here, so this is the, like, you can go through this module so after this class, but I'm going to tell you how to use this shell. So before going into the command, go to the Ansible --help, which displays all your options, arguments for the Ansible. So mostly we use Ansible. These are the optional options where you need to run after the Ansible. So A is nothing but to give the arguments related to your module. Suppose if you are running shell module and what you want to run on the remote machine, those are given after the -a. -a is nothing but arguments to your module and inventory. So in the last class, I told you that etc ansible/host is the inventory file, default global inventory file. Suppose if you want to customize your inventory and you want to store your inventory into a different file, and you can give the different list using -i after Ansible. So I will show you how to use them. Okay, -i will give you the it will take the input from the given file. By default is the etc Ansible host, but you can also use /data/web servers. Okay, and the other module which we use, like -v. -v is nothing but it will give you more details. If the command is failing, then it will give you more details about the error message. And suppose if you are running with a normal user and you want to gain the super user privileges, then we use -s command. If you see here -s, so -s is for sudo. If the machine is configured with sudo, then we use -s, but --S is used if you are logging to normal user and executing with the root privileges. So let's put use of so here I run the command in the destination machine. So I run the cat etc red hat release. So it will display the same thing here, and Ansible -m. -m is the module name, and module name is the shell, because in the document you saw that I'm using the shell module. So shell module I use, and -a, I already told you that -a, the module arguments, you saw it here, right? So this argument I'm going to give it here, -a. Then I within the quotes I say that cat etc red hat -release missing target host. Okay, I'm sorry. So after Ansible, you have to give the host name. So my destination host name is chef. Okay, and this is defined in my global file, global inventory file, that is /etc Ansible host file. So now it will run the. If you see here, after running the command, it said the command got successful, and the output is the same as on the destination server. If you see the destination server, see. So let's let's write a file. Let's check other one, the root. Then I say shankar.txt. Now I run the command, because that that file doesn't exist on the remote machine. If I run this command, so it said no such file or directory. So that means the file doesn't exist on the remote machine. Now I am going to create a file here. Manually, I am going to create the file here. So I enter the text here. Now you can see the data, right? Root Shankar.text. Okay, you got the data here. So now I run the same command again here. So I execute the same Ansible command here, saying that run Ansible command on host chef. That means that this machine using module shell and execute the argument cat and display the content of root/shankar.text. Now I run the command. You see, earlier it failed because that file doesn't exist. Then I went to the destination machine and I created a text file with some content, and again I ran the command from the Ansible, the same command I repeated again. So it displayed the same content here. So in this way, without going into the remote machine, I mean to say without going physically onto the physical remote machine, I can get all the details from the remote machine. Suppose if you want to run a command, suppose let's make one more. If you want to know the uname -a will give you all the details about your Linux kernel. Okay, and this kernel is 3.10.327 is the kernel. And if you want to get hold this command without logging into this machine, you can get it from here. So I go here, uname -a. This will display all the details on the remote machine. So in this way, you can run n number of your commands instead of executing those commands on the remote machine. So you can get the details from this shell module. But now I told you how to look using Ansible. From the next class, I will tell you how to use these modules to frame a script to run your task. But right now, so I will tell you each module how to use them. Let's go to the next module. We'll see. These are the simple modules. So I'm just telling you the simple modules so that you can practice them. But in the further classes, it will be okay. Copy is like generally we copy a file from one location to the other location, or one server to the other server into different location. So using SCP, we copy the files from one Linux machine to other host. But in the Ansible, you can use the copy module. So where you can use this module to copy the source file, source to destination. Okay, and these are the parameters for this module. So if you see the parameters here, so there is a column called required. That means these are the mandatory field for the command to run. Okay, if I'm using copy, attributes, does it require attributes? Mandatory? No. Does it require backup? No. And destination is mandatory because that file needs to be copied to the destination folder. Okay, and force do you want to forcibly copy the file? It's not mandatory. Okay, and what are the mandatory? Source is also not mandatory. Okay, we'll execute one of the this module. If you see here, who joined? Okay, now Ansible chef. Let's uh, let's check. So I have a file here, or this is my Ansible machine. Let's create a file here. Mm, training doc text. So this is my training file. So now I want to copy it into this destination machine into data folder. If you go to the data folder on the destination machine, so there is no training dot text file here. Okay, let's go. Let's go here. Ansible. Destination host name is chef. Module name is copy, and argument is first you need to give the source. Okay, where is it? So this is the source. So I say source equal to, where is the file in the data, training dot text, and destination equal to same data training. Now this is copying from the local machine of this Ansible from the location data folder, and training.txt is a file, and destination is also the same folder, and the file training.txt. Let's run this file. So it said it's successful right now. Let's go and check on the chef machine. So I went here again. I used the previous command. Okay, if you compare both of this, you see this extra file here. Now this was recently copied using that Ansible command. So after training, we don't see any file here. Let's check the content of that file. Cat. So after copying this file, you can also check the content from the Ansible machine itself. I use the command in the previous command, Ansible, whichever chef, which module if you want to check the content, you can use shell. And what is the arguments? So I say cat and give the location of data and data training dot text. Okay, now it will display the content of dot training dot text on the chef machine. Okay, so this was on the remote machine. This is an Ansible training session. Okay, so it displays. Now we used two modules. One module is copy module. So I copied training.txt from the source from the my Ansible machine to the chef machine, using copy module, and then after copying, I use the shell module to look at the content of the file. And let's go to the destination machine. If you just for the confirmation, training.text. If you see that, so you see this. Suppose if you want to, we'll see other. So you have to take each one example and practice in the whenever you have time. So Ansible, if you can only practice, you'll get perfect, because there are a lot of one more file module. Okay. So this is one more module that is called file. So you can create a file on your remote machine. You can assign permissions to it. So if you see the parameters, so these are the parameters, like if you want to assign a group to it, or if you want to assign the permissions, if you want to change the ownership of that file, so you can use this Ansible module file. So if you can see here, you can see the examples in the down. Let's go. Let's execute.
Excuse me, Shankar, I'm Daud.
Yeah.
I have a question. So, in the remote machine, you installed Ansible, right? That's in the three dot client.
No. It doesn't require Ansible on the remote machine. You just required Python 2.7. The highest version is 2.7.
Yeah.
If you have the Python on the remote machine, that's enough.
Okay. So
you don't need to have Ansible installed on the remote machine. So the machine where you're writing your scripts, that machine should have the Ansible.
So in this, we have in 3 dot client machine, we have the Ansible, right?
Yeah, here 3 dot client has the Ansible.
And how about the 2 dot chef and 4 dot client is like regular machines? You just gave
no, these both are same. It's nothing but it's the console numbers here. 3 is the console, 4 is the console, but these two machines are same.
Okay, so you just it's like a regular same machine.
I just opened I open. If you see hostname here, this is client.
Okay.
And if you see hostname here, it is client. So if you see hostname of this first machine, chef server. Okay.
Okay.
So I just opened two windows of client, because one, I execute the commands. If you want some Ansible dog or some, if I want to check other things, I use this one. Ansible dog is the command. Like if you want to check the file module, instead of checking on the internet, you can also check using this Ansible dog. Generally, in the production environment, whenever in the office, we use one more console to check the module. If I want to get more details about this module, I use one more console.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Okay. So here, Ansible, and the machine and the destination machine is chef, and the module is file, and the argument is so you can give the path of that machine. If you go here, you can give the path of that machine, whatever you want to create, and the state, what you want to do it. Generally, state is nothing but uh, if you don't have the file, it will create the empty file. And if you have if the file already exists, then it will change the timestamp of that file, and also it will create the it will give the permissions to the file. Let's see one by one. So path equals to data training 01 dot text. Okay, so if you give this without anything, just I'm going to create a file on the remote machine. See here, text is absent, cannot continue path, and because default state is absent, now you need to give the state in the sense what you want to do with this file on the remote machine. So if you want to delete the file, then it is absent. If you see here the state, what does it say? It said the file is absent. The file is absent in the sense the file doesn't exist on the remote machine. So you need to mention the state here. If you see in the arguments, see here. So these are the things. State is these are the states: file, link, directory, hard, touch, absent. Okay, let's if I want to create a file, suppose my remote let's remove text, training 01 and state is equal to 5. Now I run the command. It's okay. Now it created the file on the remote machine. It said success, and it said it gave you the details. What the details it gave? It said the destination machine file is data/training, and it gave the permissions. 0644 is the permission, and the owner is root. Now let's go and check that file. How to check the permissions of the remote file? Using ls-l and then the file name. What is that? Training 001. See here, 644 is nothing but 4 is called readable. So let me tell you the permissions. Read is nothing but R, and it got 4 number. Write is it will write the data, and it has got 2. Okay, and execute is nothing but run permissions on the file, so it will have 1. Okay, totally each user or group will have 7. So if you add all these permissions, it will become 7. So if you see here, so what is the permissions, total permissions here now? Okay, read and write, that is 4 plus 2, and what is the 4, and the other one is 4. So totally 644. And what is the result of the file? If you see here, 644. This is for set UID if you want to use the sticky bit. So these 0 or the other numbers are used. And what is the mode here? Owner here, root. So you see here, owner of the file is root. And suppose now you already created the file, but now you want to change the mode of this file. So for user, if you want to change, if you want to remove the read permissions. What are the read permissions? 4, right? So -R. You can see this. If you see here, you can use this examples, and you can so you can do 2 ways. Like you can give user as a for user as U, for group as G, and O is others. Okay, and if you see here, there are 3, right? This is user, and this is group, and this is others. So this you can use the same method here. So now it is 0644, right? So if I change this, if I remove this read, it will become 244 now. Okay, let's make 244 0244. Okay, now the command has run successfully. If you see here, earlier it was 644, now it is 244. Let's go here to the remote machine, again give the same command. You see here, it removed read. Now if you see down, it's only writable permission, and group and others has readable permissions. So what we intend to do, the same thing, write read, that is 244, and the same thing I gave it on the command using Ansible module 5 and the path name. So I'm not covering all the arguments. You can also use multiple arguments. If you go to this command, so there are multiple arguments, like this is group change. Now mode, we used it. If you want to overwrite a file, then it is force. And if you want to change the owner of the file, like the current owner is root, and if you want to change the owners to some other, then you can change the owner of I can show you that one also. Let me check what are the users I have. To check the users, let's go to the password file on the remote machine, destination machine, like it is a password. So Vigna is the user. Now I want to change the owner of this. I want to change the owner of the file. So now the owner of the file is root. Now I will change the owner of the file using the Ansible. Use the same command and just give the owner equal to Vigna. If you see here, so Vigna is the user, and I just got the details of user Vigna from the etc password, and execute the command. Now the owner became, now it was the earlier it was root, now it became Vigna. Let's go and check whether it is changed or not. Now see here, who is the owner of this file? It's Vigna right now. Earlier it was root, now I changed it into the Vigna. Now make group as Vigna and user as root. Go here, use the same command, change the owner to the root, okay, and group as Vigna. Now I'm going to change the owner of the file. Okay, go here and again use the up arrow and use the last command. Now see here. Now the user became the root and the group became Vigna. Okay. So in this way you can make lot of changes using each module. And let's go and try the other package, other module. There are many modules like I'm just teaching you the basics. But if you go in depth, there are like for network there are network modules like for if you are managing Dell servers, like Dell has got DRAC. That is nothing but to manage your console, to change your IP address of your console, and upgrade your firmware on your Dell DRAC. So those things also can be managed using Ansible, using the Dell module. If you want to manage Cisco, then you can use the Cisco network module. Let's see. Okay. Now I want to install the package on the remote machine. Let's see here. Now I see you. I'm just checking whether I have the HTTPD is the Apache server on it. So there is no Apache server. There is other tool. But if you want to install the package on the machine, you have to use yum install HTTPD. So this will gather the details from your repositories, available repositories. Now the file is available HTTPD, and it's available from the repositories. Now I say yes, so it will get installed. Now check. Now let's check. So in the last command, where is that? Okay. In the last command, I use this command. You got only one package. Now I use the same command. You'll get two packages because that has got installed. Now use the same method, the same yum module on the remote machine. I'm just deleting this machine so that I can run it from the remote machine. Okay, I'm just removing the two files. Okay, I run the same command again to check the file. So there is no file here. Let's go here and install web server on the remote machine. So how to do it using Ansible? Ansible, your destination machine, that is chef, and the module to install the packages on the remote machine is yum. Okay, yum is the for Red Hat, CentOS, Oracle Linux, we use yum as the package installation module. For other Debian, every OS will have some different package managing tools. For Debian we use apt. So let's to know more details about yum, go here and use the command Ansible doc is the command to get the details about yum module. Okay, now you get all the details about this package. Okay, and if you come down, you can see example to practice. Okay, so I'm using HTTPD, but I can also use other let's do some more other than HTTPD. Now here argument, okay, and here if you see here, it has got states in the sense. So if you want to remove a package, then that state is called absent, and if you want the package, then it will have the you should write the present. If you, let me show you state here. If you see the state here, for each module the state is different, so you should check the document. So what are the states of that module? So present or installed or latest, this will install the packages, and absent or removed. So state is called absent or state is called remove, then it will remove the package. So if you see the latest, suppose if your repository has a web Apache package like some X version and Y version. So if you give the latest state is equal to latest, then it will take the higher version like Y version, and it gets installed. So how you want to make use of the state? So if you want to use the latest version of the Apache, then you have to use the latest. If you have multiple Apache servers on the remote your repository server, you have to use latest. But if you have only single version, then you can go with present or installed. So let's go here. So name is equals to HTTPD, and state is equal to present. Okay, let's go and install this package. Waiting for the package to get installed on the remote machine. Okay, so now what is the status here? It got success. Let's go and check the destination machine. So earlier it was not there. Now if you see here, web server 2.4.6 got installed on the destination machine. Okay, and now the package is installed. Now you want to start this service. Generally, if you want to start this service, we use this command systemctl start httpd is the command to start this service. Now let's use the same process using the Ansible command. Okay, go to the one more module called service. To know more about service module, go to Ansible doc and then use service. So service is the module to control your services on the remote machines using this module. So what are the arguments you have? Enabled. This means it will enable the service permanently on that machine, so that whenever you reboot the machine, the service gets enabled automatically from the boot process. And what are the other things we generally use? This one, state is nothing but whether in earlier you saw that installed or removed is the state. For this service, again the state is changed, started or stopped or restart. So these are the state of this machine module. So let's go to the here. What is the command? Ansible destination machine is chef, and module is, what is the module? This is service is the module, and -a, and so what you want to do it here, service I want to start the HTTPD service. So what is the service name? Service name is web server. Service name is HTTPD is the service name. So what you want to do it here? State is equal to started. I want to change the state is equal to started. Okay. Run the command. Okay. What is the status? So whenever you get this yellow text, then that means that it ran this task and it said it's successful. And go and check the status of this command. Then I use the command control systemctl status httpd. Now see here, the status is running in the background. So this is running. So how to check whether this is service is running? Use the so in the command mode you will not have the browser. Instead of that you can use. So it doesn't have the links is the package is the command mode browser on your machine. So I'm installing it on the Ansible machine to check the remote machine web server. Give me a minute. Let's say why here to get it installed. Okay. Okay, give the command links http chef. Now you saw here you got the text. This is the website on the particular machine. And let's go to the now I stop the service. Now I stop the service using the Ansible command. Okay, the service is stopped here. Let's check the destination machine. What is the status? Now it says inactive dead. That means it's not currently active. Okay, this is the command. This is the output. It is right now it's not running. Okay, let's run the same command here. Unable to connect to the remote host because I stopped the service using the Ansible service using the service module, and I stopped the service. So you practice this session. So I already copied last 2 days videos into the Dropbox. You can access the Dropbox share and you can copy those videos onto your machine and you can view them and practice them. I'm also going to share this current session video onto the Dropbox, and then you please go ahead and practice today's session. So from the Monday session, next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I will tell you how to use these modules and frame your Ansible playbooks. Okay, now we used Ansible. From next class, we use Ansible playbook command to run our scripts. Okay, so I'm not going to cover each and every module. I'm just showing you how to use your modules with the help of Ansible doc and the module name, so that it will display you the details about that module. So based on your requirement, you have to use your arguments and frame your Ansible playbook. Okay, any questions?
Shank,
Yep.
just a one doubt, Shankar. This is Krishna.
Yeah, Krishna.
Hello.
Yeah, Krishna.
Yeah,
I can
I'm
hear
like
you.
the chef is like another. It's a remote server. Like it's another CentOS.
It's Chef is
running
nothing but
virtual
it's a server. It's another host name. Don't get confused with that host name. I think I will change the host name tomorrow. But Chef is another machine. That's it.
Okay,
So I
that
have
that
two
okay.
machines. Yeah, I'm running the code on this machine, and it is getting executed on this Chef machine.
Okay,
That's
okay,
it.
Shankar.
Yeah. Any more questions? So I'm expecting everyone are practicing these commands at home, and so still, if you have any queries or any issues with your machine or Ansible, if you are getting any queries on this on your lab or practice, you can call me till 8:30 p. EST.
Shankar, hi, I'm Daud again. I have a question.
Yeah, those.
If any texted coding programs or something, so can I
Mm-hmm.
save that on the machine? I mean, out of this Mobex term, can I save it on my laptop if I write something, or I just want to uh, play there itself only?
Yeah. So for this training session, I'm showing you on the Linux machine.
Yeah.
So if you are if you become an expert on Ansible, so you don't need to write it on the Ansible. You can use your Notepad plus plus. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you can use this one. Suppose mm, if you're writing a new if you're writing a new Ansible playbook, you can start writing using your Notepad here. I'm using here, right? So the same way you can use it. The same way. So when you save it with the .yml extension, then it will keep on showing you the syntaxes errors, or if anything is getting wrong, then it will show you all the errors.
Okay, so if I write a code on the Notepad plus plus, and if I want to execute that, can I execute on the Linux machine or?
No, you have to execute on the Linux machine. For that, you again generally those those who want to use Windows. Once I write these programs, then I copy them into the Linux machine, and then I execute them there.
No, generally I can't open the file in the Linux machine, right? I have to copy all that and I have to create a VI and the file name.
It doesn't require, because the file is already, you wrote the file, your program into the this file. You just copy the file and start executing it. That's it. I will show you in the next class how to write the programs, and also I'll show you for 10 minutes how to write it on the Notepad plus plus and then copy it to your machine.
Okay.
So here with color coding, it will display you all the variables. Suppose if you see the colors, so this is the variables and this is the variable values.
Okay.
So it will be easy to write the programs. So you don't need to know each and every syntax. It will tell you what to do.
Okay. No, my simple question is like, if you write any code, for example, you have written a Python code and you saved a file, and you want to
Mm-hmm.
execute that on the terminal, you just play Python and the file name, and you just click enter, and it shows the value, what, like the output.
Yes,
But
yes, 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 yes.
but in the Linux
But you
we
have to
have.
copy that file into the that Linux machine.
Oh, okay, okay.
So if I write if I save the file on my Windows desktop, how my Linux machine will know?
Yeah, yeah. So
It
it
will not
couldn't.
know, right? So you have to both are different different servers.
Oh,
You treat them as a different servers.
yeah.
So copy this file into your remote machine.
Mhm.
Like you
Yeah, I
can
got
use,
copy and
you can copy using this Explorer, then and run the scripts. That's it.
we even can drag into that, or
Yeah, you can drag and drop.
okay. But my case, as I'm using Mac, I don't have that, so that's why I'm asking you. I couldn't drag it, so.
Yeah, you can use SCP command. So there is a command called SCP.
Mm-hmm.
So go to the your Mac console,
Okay.
open the terminal, and use the same man and SCP, the same command on your it will show you the syntax. Go below of this command. It will display the examples on your machine.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Here it doesn't show, but it will show you generally in the Mac machine. Or you can use take the help of internet, and you can take the command and copy it.
The man SCP, right?
Mm.
Okay, I'll go through that.
Any more questions? Okay then. I'll copy this session the Dropbox. Please copy it from there. Thank you.
Thank you, Shankar.